Hello, and welcome back to their Dokkan battle video. So, you guys are seeing what's on the screen here, the Million Arena. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not want to make a video on this, but because I think that this event is incredibly controversial, I think we should kind of talk about it at least a little bit. For one, the Million Arena, if you don't feel like participating in it, is probably not going to hinder you very much. Like, if we take a look at the rewards, now I've beaten it, right? I have beaten the Million Arena. I'm going to talk about what I used to beat it, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to give you guys some ideas of characters that you can use to beat this. But the rewards, if you only care about stones, you just got to beat the stage. You just got to beat it, which is not something that's hard. If you want to get all of the rewards here from every single one of the missions, you're gonna have to do over 900 million damage, right? You're gonna basically hit the damage cap. 999, right? That is the goal. Now, the way that this event is structured is it wants you to get as high of a damage number as possible while surviving Yamcha, and then if you do a good enough amount of damage, you will be selected to go into the next stage, and so forth and so forth. We do not know what the rewards are for the next two stages, so I would say it's probably in your best interest to at least try to see if you can crack the damage ceiling, see if you can hit that 9999 threshold, because if you are able to go into the semifinals, that is going to happen next week, that could potentially have a really good rewards in it. Obviously, we do know that one of the rewards is some titles, which I can show you the one that you get for this one, right? I can show you that. It's really easy. Whenever it appears, the title is like whatever. I think it's kind of neat. The ones for the other ones that have like the Tien asset in it are kind of cool too, right? The Million Arena title is kind of nice, right? You can see it up there. It's whatever. It's nice. Sure, if you want to get it, go ahead, go get it. But if not, don't worry about it. Not that big of a deal. The problem with Million Arena is that it's a nuking event that requires you to defend yourself, which means that rotations have to be incredibly specific. Now, again, I have personally beat Million Arena already. I'm going to show you the team I used to beat Million Arena already. It's very simple. I saw it just off of a random Japanese Twitter account user, right? It worked really, really well, right? This is the team I used. The main goal here is to just have LR Tau on a rotation with both Tech Tau and STR Hit, and have STR Hit do his full field of orb changing when he's low on HP. That is the goal. You get that, you basically win. As long as Tau crits. Tau has to crit. He already has a 70% chance built-in crit, but I updated his build so that he has more attack and more crit. That way, at the bare minimum, at least I'm getting closer to that ceiling. Right, so I kind of updated Tau's build that way it'll be a little bit easier to hit that. That's all you really need, and you'll hit it immediately. The secondary problem is that you kind of have to have at least one stun go your way, and it's a bit risky because you either need one of these guys to be on a rotation. Like, the way I did it was I had the three characters that you need on rotation, Tau, both Taus, and then STR Hit. And then I had double Piccolo friend, right? So Piccolo and the friend, and then one of the stunners on the other rotation. And then on the next one, you just get another stunner in, and then you can auto battle, and it's completely fine, and then you just win. As long as you hit that 90 million or 900 million cap, you just have to make it. So that's why you at bare minimum need those two immediate stunners. That way you can potentially save yourself if, for instance, your double Tau hit rotation is in turn 2. One of those stunners can come out, stun, and you'll be good. The only thing with that is, if that's what happens, since we're running nuke leaders, right, remember that they're going to just get one shot by Yamcha. I'll pull up Yamcha's stats here in a second, that way you guys can look at it. They will get one shot by Yamcha. So you have to be able to land a stun, either with STR Hit or with Tech Tau. Remember, both of them stun, get one of those off, you'll be completely fine, and it's alright. That's the strategy I used. It only took me like 20 minutes. Heavily recommend doing this over trying to do any of these other strategies. The only other one that I think is possible and like really easy is one that we'll talk about here in a second. So I'm going to swap over to the actual thing that I want to show here, right, which is the stat spread, right? This is what Yamcha looks like. Yamcha being an STR unit means it's kind of a little bit harder for physical characters to hit that ceiling, and If there was, I haven't seen a single AGL unit beat this yet. I could be proven wrong. I have not seen it happen yet. An AGL unit would be optimal here, provided that like things went your way and everything was going good, because of the fact that you'd be able to benefit off of type attack boost, so that you'd be able to use that to help boost up your damage, right? It'd be a lot easier to do. Yamcha does way too much damage for any unit to really survive unless they're already a really good unit, i.e. STR Tao takes 0 damage from him, completely fine. A couple of the characters do as well, but they have to have like actual passives that can help you survive. Anyway, these are the 4 characters that I've seen beat it so far. Physical Tao can beat it. My own 55% Tao got incredibly close with a crit with only 4 rainbows. I think it's possible. I don't know the team that you'd want to use with this yet. Maybe it'd be very similar, right? Physical Tao, Tech Tao, and then just like a physical nuke setup. I think that could work, but remember that Tao does get this massive bonus here when he when there's enemy is stunned and his HP is 70% less. I'm pretty sure this procs when he attacks, so you probably won't get this if he grabs a bunch of physical ki, right? And he's gonna not have this massive amount of rainbow ki, right? I tried it. I got really close with physical Tao. Obviously, he's the brand new Dokkan Fest, so it's kind of unrealistic that you're gonna have him. But he does do really, really well in there. If you have physical Tao and you just want to go in quick, get like a decent score, get like half the rewards, physical Tao is probably your guy, right? Works really, really well. Obviously, we just talked about STR Tao. He is incredibly good for this. Probably the easiest one to have because he's just a free-to-play Easy 8 LR from the World Tournament. I know a lot of people don't like doing the World Tournament, but if you've done it at all, you probably have Tao rainbowed, right? So he's a really good option. These guys I've seen beat it pretty casually. A lot of these like characters kind of require the like 50% type supports, because those are the ones that are able to make a bunch of orbs very, very quickly while giving a lot of support. Now, you could also, for them specifically, use Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo, right? Because they also fully change the field of orbs to physical. I would probably recommend, if you have them, using both Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo and the physical Gohan, because that's going to give you 2 full fields of orbs to boost into their standby, which does an absurd amount of damage, right? If you can get a bunch of ki. You should be able to if you do it twice. Obviously, hopefully you can get it 3 times. I don't think there's a third unit that can change the full field of physical, unless you're cheesing with like the physical Boo as well, right? Like if this unit, if you start the rotation, right, and it's this unit, Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo, and then another character, the only problem with that is you're going to heal, right? So you're not going to really be able to get it twice, but like you can try, right? I think it's an option. But it's possible. You can at least get it 1 time, and then that'll help a lot. And then also same thing with the physical GT Goku. Now the thing is, I saw Truth do it with physical GT Goku, but the thing is, he had to hit a quad super attack and have the GT duos active skill support up, or like their standby support up, while having type support in the full field. It was just a lot. So I think it's doable with the GT Super Saiyan Goku. It just takes a way too much RNG for my liking. I would say if I'm gonna rank them by like easiest to hardest, the easiest one is probably STR Tao. You just need STR Hit and Tech Tao, which a lot of people do not have those units, so it's kind of going to be awkward. I'm waiting to see a clear that does not involve any of the type supports. I think if you're going to get one of them, it's probably going to be with this unit, the standby from year 8. So that'd be my guess. They would probably be very, very helpful, right? Like I think that's the only thing that could really do it, right, is this unit. If you don't have any of the type supports, because the bare minimum that you can use Broly, Chi-Lai, and Lemo, and then put these guys on like a 220. Because remember, a nuke lead only counts for if you are collecting the orbs. So that won't help with their finish skill. That's not going to do anything. So you can run them on like a 220, right? Get them as many orbs as you physically can, and then from there you can blast through the event. I think that's probably what your best option is if you don't have any of the type supports. If you do have them, hopefully you have STR Hit. I think Tao will do a great job. Physical Tao, I just need to see like a better team for it. I just know he can do it because he does a significantly large amount of damage to stunned characters, and he will guaranteed stun Yamcha, so that's pretty cool. You have a lot of like powerful supports on his team that can help bump him up. If you want to, I think you could probably make a setup that works with a friend Tao. I just need to like see a clear, and then I will be able to guaranteed tell you that you can. And then obviously, if you're in the Dokkan space, you probably saw Truth's clear using the GT Goku. Again, my personal recommendation, use one of these two, reset for some decent RNG, and you should be good to go. It's gonna be rough, but remember, if you do not care about the rewards, you only just have to clear this one time. That's all you need to do. It's just beat it. You don't need to get any of this. The rewards are pitiful. Let's be honest. These rewards are terrible for what you have to go through to be able to get them. Maybe the semifinals and the finals will have significantly better rewards, but again, the likelihood that you're even going to be in the finals is like 0, right? There's going to be people grinding this all day, every day. Think of it like hitting #1 world tournament. The majority of us are not hitting that. So I would say just see if you can get a decent score. Try to get, if you want to break through the preliminaries, try to do that. But remember, you only need 90 million. So that's my suggestion. Let me know what you guys used to clear this. Again, I showed you what I used, but let me know what you guys used in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Good luck out there. Bye-bye.